Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is the herd. We have three horses between my mom and I wanted to spend this time together just explaining who they are and introducing them. So first we have Cowboy. Bloop. Cowboy is 22 or 23, I cannot remember. He is a quarter horse. He is a reining bred quarter horse, and we have had him since he was 8 years old. And when my mom is back from Europe, she's going to tell the whole story about how he ended up with our family. But essentially, he was surrendered to the rescue that she worked at and refused to go home with anyone else. And the way that he refused was by just not moving when someone got on his back and tried to give him a test ride. And you will see soon that that is his go-to move. I'm going to do a video pretty soon too where I go into detail about Cowboy because he has literally changed my life. I took a break from horseback riding for about 14 years and I had a lot of fear. I had one of those falls that really gets to you and sticks in your head. And it wasn't until I was 30 years old and I started riding again and I started working with him that I started getting over that fear and really coming into my own as a horse woman, horse person. Um, Over not just horses, but everything. Now everything that I go, yeah, but I can ride a horse and I can make a move and I can do these things. And it has given me this confidence for how I can move through the world that I didn't have before him. So we love Cowboy. He is amazing. He's one of those horses too that I just constantly want to share with people. So I meet someone and I go, "Oh my gosh, you need to meet Cowboy. I need to bring you to the barn. You need to get to know him." He is currently leased by a gal at my barn and they are in love and I love it so much. Michaela, if you're watching this, I love you guys together so much and it makes me very happy and he is probably the happiest I've ever seen him. So that's Cowboy. Next we have George. George is a horse that my mom and I bought with the intention of reselling. So we purchased him from a gal in New Jersey, and I have another video where I go through his whole story. And if I know how YouTube works, I might link it somewhere. Otherwise, just go to our profile and you'll find it. It's George's story. Um, and he is a 14-year-old standardbred. He was 13 when we got him. So we got him in May last year, 2025, and we have been working with him under saddle. Oh, to clarify, he is a pacer, so he does pace, but he also trots. So we are teaching him to trot under saddle. He trots wonderfully, not under saddle, but once you get on, he kind of gets confused. I don't know if it's a balance thing or just not understanding what you're asking for, but that's what we're working on right now. So yes, he is a pacer, but he also trots. He is wonderful and sweet and grumpy and complicated, and we love George so much. If you've been on any of our social medias, you've definitely seen George. So he had EPM in the fall and he recovered from that really well. We're still giving him vitamin E, but we're no longer medicating him for it. Um, and he's just taking the winter off, mostly because I'm lazy and I don't want to work during the winter. Okay, I'm not lazy. It's just been a very cold winter and I don't want to spend time outside freezing. And none of my clothes are very good for working a horse or riding a horse and also simultaneously keeping me warm. Like they're good for going to visit and doing all of that, but I don't like being all puffed up and then trying to work. It's just too much. So we're taking the winter off and we're going to pick it back up here in the spring. And then finally, we have Valiente. Valiente is 2 years old. He turned two right before Halloween of 2025. He is a saddlebred Andalusian cross, and his grandsire, so his mom's dad, is actually a world champion saddlebred. And I will talk about this a little bit more in detail when we do the animal communication episode. But Valiente is very invested in being acknowledged as being a well-bred horse. So he is well-bred. His full name is Valiente Cazador de Estrella. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish very well, but it means brave hunter of stars because the first time we saw him, he was maybe 18 months old, I think, and he was leaping and rearing and doing caprioles and jumping in the air in such a beautifully uninhibited way and so much strength and power and excitement. And my mom and I were just watching him like, oh my God, this horse is incredible. So we are very excited about him. He is absolutely our forever horse. We are keeping him until one or all of us stop existing. I don't know why that was how far I had to take that statement, but that's Valiente. We love him to death, literally. And we love George too, but he it's not that we don't want to keep him. We would. And we do. We are. I'm not getting rid of him ever. The thing with George is just that I believe that he is meant to be with someone else, and we're just his now people. And one day those forever people are going to come, and we're going to see them, and they're going to see him, and everyone's just going to know this is where George is supposed to be. But until then, he's with us. And even if that means he's with us for 6 years, 20 years, whatever, we're not getting rid of him. He is part of the family until he decides that he is moving to his forever family. So that's the herd. That's our three boys. I can't remember if I said this, so I'm going to say it again. Valiente is Andalusian and Saddlebred, not just Saddlebred. So he's like a funky little mix. He's dark right now, but we think he's going to either gray out or go fully white. So that'll be really cool to see because he's got white coming in under his winter coat. So we'll see what happens when he blows his winter coat. That'll be fun. He is a fluff monster right now. So it's going to be a lot of work getting that coat off. That is our herd. And I will be back to talk more about Cowboy next and a little bit more about what we're doing with Valiente. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm Rachel with Well Equestrians. We are a community and education group in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, focused on equestrians and horse lovers and horse people who just want to network and make friends and find a community while also being educated and finding educated professionals in the area to take care of your horses. So thank you for joining me, and I'll be back again soon.